Okay, hello. So, I'm going to be attempting to read the Hunger Games series, not just the trilogy, because I'm including this bad boy right here, the prequel. Also, welcome to better video quality. If you saw the first video, I sincerely apologize because that was awful quality, so I'm not using that camera, I'm using my phone, which will make maybe things a little bit harder to keep track of the time, like for me to show you, but I promise that when I'm telling you the time, I can't show you the timer, but I'm being honest with you on what time it is. Guess you don't have to believe me, but I just want you to know we're being honest together, okay? I don't know if I can finish this in 24 hours. They're all pretty big books as far as like YA dystopian series go. Like they're pretty chunky altogether. But we'll see. And because today is Thanksgiving, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna go through my Thanksgiving day, and after dinner and after family time, after all that is over, then I'm going to start the timer and begin the 24-hour readathon. I did this during Thanksgiving break because I'm still in school and I need time to complete this. So yeah, if I don't finish it in 24 hours straight, I promise I'll keep going. I'm not just gonna quit right there. We'll get 24 hours of reading time in this video, whether I like it or not, so. I will come back and get you when it's probably dark outside, maybe, and we'll get started. Okay? I figured it out. I am able to put a timer on my computer so that you're able to see it all. Aren't I amazing? So, it is time for us to start this godforsaken timer. Alright, so I'm going to talk a little bit about so for Hunger Games, it's a reread for me. Except for The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, which I'm pretty sure I've mentioned so many times before that I have not read it before. Sorry. But I will tell you that, like what I know going in. First of all, I know snow always comes out on top. Second of all, I know about Lucy Gray. I know there's something to do with the zoo. I think they keep the tributes in there or something. Lucy Gray sings, Lucy Gray dies. Oh, by the way, this is all spoiler. Probably should have explained that before, because I feel like most of us know the story of the Hunger Games anyway. So I will be absolutely, completely, totally spoiling every single book for you. It be what it be. Anyway, yeah. Coriolanus, I'm pretty sure, falls for Lucy Gray. That's about all I know. I don't know any of the specifics other than the basic plot points. So, go me. I do have to forget the snow from the original series because I need to keep in my brain that this is not the old man Snow, that this is young, blonde Snow from whatever. So there's that. I do want to read to you the little synopsis on the back. Okay. Ambition, oh my god. Ambition will fuel him, competition will drive him, but power has its price. It is the morning of the reaping that will kick off the 10th annual Hunger Games. In the capital, 18-year-old Coriolanus Snow is preparing for his one shot at glory as a mentor in the games. The once mighty House of Snow has fallen on hard times, its fate hanging on the slender chance that Coriolanus will be able to outcharm, outwit, and outmaneuver his fellow students to mentor the winning tribute. The odds are against him. He's been given the humiliating assignment of mentoring the female tribute from District 12, the lowest of the low. Their fates are now completely intertwined. Every choice Coriolanus makes could lead to favor or failure, triumph or ruin. Inside the arena, it will be a fight to the death. Outside the arena, Coriolanus starts to feel for Lucy Gray, his doomed tribute, and must weigh his needs to follow the rules against his desire to survive no matter what it takes. So that's the little synopsis. And I will just say this unpopular opinion. I do believe it's an unpopular opinion. in my personal unpopular opinion, I don't think Coriolanus is that cute. So do with that information what you will. Bullet me in the comments, I don't care. And I will say that, like, the idea that the Hunger Games is such a big series. I can't believe I've escaped, you know, every little thing that ever happens in this book or in the movie, you know. But I'm excited to relive this. I'm excited to share that with you and share all my reactions. Even the crazy 3 a.m. and coffee-induced reactions. So, let us start. Our 24-hour timer, it's 9:07 right now, so if I don't fall asleep, we should be finishing at around 9 o'clock the next day, or the next night, and then I can just fall straight asleep. So, let us begin. Alright everybody, I have 18 hours left. Can I do it? I don't know. I've made a good chunk in the book. I think I'm about, that looks about halfway, yeah. Yeah, so next time we see each other, I'll probably be finished with this. I finished, oh my god, my hair's a mess. Anyway, I finished Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I think I'm gonna give it a solid 3.5 stars. Yeah. I wonder what other people think about the ending, you know? And I definitely have to watch the movie that came out a year ago because, wow. See what the differences are. But, this is what the time is looking like. Yeah. So, I don't think I'm going to be finishing the whole trilogy, but I think I might just turn this video into a reading vlog even after the 24 hours is done and go from there. I don't know if you could tell. I didn't tell you, but I did fall asleep last night, so it is the next morning. I don't know why I didn't say that earlier, but yeah. But like I said, I'm gonna basically keep the timer going, but I do want to read all of the books for a video, so might as well just finish them out anyway. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm walking now, on the move. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna watch the movie and then I'm gonna go into the book, which I forgot is not in that room anymore. It's over here. It's in this room. So, yeah, watch the movie. I'll get back to you when I am starting Hunger Games. Cool? Cool. All right, see you in like a couple of hours, I guess. I don't know how long this movie is, but we're about to find out. All right, it's time to start the Hunger Games. I'm so excited to reread these. It's been a couple of years since I read them. Yeah, it's been a while. I think these books, especially the first one, is essential for any young reader. You have to read the Hunger Games. If you haven't, what's wrong with you? But, excited. So let's start Hunger Games. Okay, so we all know in the train scene where Peeta's crying because, you know, he just got picked for the Hunger Games. Katniss's thoughts are just so funny because she's like, oh, I wonder if this is a strategy. Like, he'll look weak, you know? Like Johanna. She's like, yeah, she looked weak until the very end. But it just seems weird that he would do that, you know? Don't see this strategy really working for him. Not once does it ever, like, cross her mind that maybe he's just crying because he's sad that he got chosen to the Hunger Games. Yeah, just a little silly. Just a little silly. Anyway, I'll see you at some point. Okay, so I obviously failed. It's been 24 hours, and I have not finished the trilogy. However, I will continue reading it. For your viewing pleasure. So this is basically turned from a 24-hour reading challenge into just a Hunger Games reading vlog. Yeah. So, I finished The Hunger Games. Finished that book. And I have a few things I want to talk about. Mainly, Peeta, because for the longest time, I just didn't care about the romance in The Hunger Games, which sounds horrible. And I would be like, oh, I'm Team Gale. But really I wasn't, because, like, I just didn't care about it. And I feel the same way right in this moment. I do not care about the romance that much. And I don't know what that is. Like, there were a couple of moments where I was like, okay, this is actually really cute. I'm eating it up. And then for the rest of the book, it's like, you know. But, oh my gosh, okay, my dog is like, say hi, Ricky. Yeah. So, I think that Peeta is very sweet and that he loves Katniss. And I can admire that. But I think right now Katniss just needs to get her feelings figured out. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to watch the movie. Get back to you when we're starting Catching Fire. Okay? Okay. Adios. Alright. It's time to start Catching Fire, which is objectively, like, in my personal opinion, the best Hunger Games movie and book, if memory serves me right, because I love Finnick. He's my favorite. I feel like that rings true for a lot of people, so let's see how this lovely little book stands up a couple of years later. Let's figure it out. Yeah. I feel from now on, I'm going to be giving you frequent updates because of how much I love these books and how much I want to talk to you about them. So, I will try to update you more frequently. I promise. Pinky swear. Alright, I'll see you most likely very soon. I'm on chapter 3. I told you I would be updating you soon. So, yes, chapter 3. Except for I'm going to talk about chapter 2 for a second. Okay. So, you know the part in, that she kisses Gale and then, she's talking about it. She's thinking about it in her head. We have the whole inner monologue that's happening. Right, okay. So, at the end of this inner monologue of her talking about the kiss, then, like, the very tail end of it, she's done all this talking about Gale. She says, "It was pointless comparing it with the many kisses I had exchanged with Peeta. I still hadn't figured out if any of those counted." I kind of have to reconstruct my opinion on the romance in this book. I'm trying very hard to be more invested in it. And I do think some of the lines are really sweet. Like, that was really sweet. And it's obvious that, like, Katniss does, like, have this longing for Peeta, but I just... I don't know, man. We'll see if by the end of it I can stand any relationship that Katniss ever has. We'll see. But, if you don't know anything, basically, they're kind of at odds now after the first Hunger Games. Katniss spills the beans. She's like, hey, good job keeping it up for the Capitol. And he's like, what? Keeping it up for the Capitol? So none of that was real? And then she's like, yeah, none of that was real. So they're at odds. They don't like each other very well. Peeta obviously still loves her, and Katniss is confused. And so there's just this dynamic going on where it's like, well, I am hurt by you because you don't reciprocate my feelings, and then, well, I'm confused about my feelings, so I'm just not gonna do anything. We love confused girlies. That's okay. Yeah, anyway. I'm gonna continue reading. Update you later. You know the drill. See ya in a while, in a bit, in a jiffy. I don't know about a jiffy, but. So, you all know, if you've ever read Powerless, you know the scene where you know, they're in the woods, and Peyton asks Kai, like, oh, what's your favorite color? And Kai, like, is like, I never really thought of it before, but as I'm looking into her blue eyes, I realize that my favorite color is blue, right? Okay. Well, they're on the that will make sense in a minute, I promise. They're on the train, and Peeta just comes up and he apologizes to Katniss. He's like, Katniss, I'm sorry that I acted the way I did on our last train. As we were coming back to District 12, I knew you had something with Gale, and I was just jealous of him before I even really officially met you, so, you know. And she's like, well, I'm sorry. He's like, no, there's nothing to be sorry about, seriously. Let's just start off with being friends. So, he says, let's start off with something more basic. Isn't it strange that I know you'd risk your life to save mine, but I don't even know what your favorite color is? She said, okay, so her favorite color is green. And then she asks what Peeta's favorite color is. And he says orange. Orange like Effie's hair. A bit more muted. More like sunset. That's so cute. It has nothing to do with Katniss, but I'm just cute. Like, his favorite color is orange. There are not a lot of people whose favorite color are orange, you know? Now I feel like that is like a stupid thing to point out, but my brother's favorite color is orange, so there's that. Yeah. Anyway, I just thought it was cute. So, yeah, probably end up sharing something equally as stupid with you later, but that's okay. All right, well, see you when I see you. Wow, the angle we're at right here, but it's the only way I can lay down with my dog right here. He's a biggin'. Anyway, we're at the moment in the victory tour where Katniss suggests a public marriage proposal, and then Peeta sulks off in his room, and Katniss says, I thought he wanted it anyway. And then Haymitch says, not like this. He wanted it to be real. He is just so far gone for Katniss. Like, realistically, even before book 1, he is just so in love with her. I don't know why I'm laughing. Yeah. Just wild to think about, I guess. Like, un poquito, a little bit. But I'm really, I'm thinking about, how little I am, in the book right now. I got a long way to go, but that's okay. At least I have you along for the ride. You're not going anywhere. Hopefully. If you leave me at some point during this video, I'm going to feel very sad. Not that I'll know that you left, but deep in my soul, I know. Alright, anyway. I'll come back to you eventually with more updates. Probably going to see you when I'm going to say halfway through. Maybe we'll do a 50% mark update. Yeah. Alright. Then we'll have more to talk about than just silly little quotes. So I'll see you then. Big update. Also, cat. Say hi, Mush. Or don't. Whatever. I'm about halfway through. And there's a little... okay. So, hold on. Let me get my thoughts straight. I think that Katniss is a good person. Even though she keeps, in her inner monologue, she keeps on saying that she feels so much shame and that Peeta is so much better than her. She is, at the end of the day, she is a good person. Also, there's, in the movie, the timeline switched around a bit. It almost goes straight into, all right, we're at the Reaping, whatever, right, the Court of Quell. And that's not exactly how the book goes. Oh, look at him. Sorry, okay. And there's a little, wait, hold on. I'm on the wrong page. Give me a second. There's this little part where it says, Peeta says, I love your new hair, Effie. And she says, "Thank you. I had it done especially to match Katniss's pin. I was thinking we might get you a golden ankle band and maybe find Haymitch a gold bracelet or something so we could all look like a team." And in the movie, there's like, when they're running in the arena, when Finnick holds up his little gold bracelet, he wears bracelet, right? Yeah, his little gold bracelet or whatever, and everybody has like a gold token. I didn't realize that it was all connected, like, you know, like the gold being the important part. Yeah. Anyway, halfway through Catching Fire. At this rate, we're completing about like a book every day-ish, give or take. So that's pretty cool, I guess. I don't know. Tomorrow is Sunday, and I go back to school Monday, so I don't have all the time in the world to finish, you know, these books, but ow, did you see that? Ugh. Anywho, ow. Yeah, I'll catch up with you later. I think we're getting close to where they're going to be in the Capitol, which means they're getting close to meeting Finnick, which I'm so excited about because he's my favorite and I will not shut up about him. Never, ever, 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 never. Okay. Bye. I'll see you at some point. We did it, everybody. We met Finnick Odair. I love him so much. This is like, I don't know why I put that. Okay, sorry. Yes, we met Finnick. I love him so much. Here they talk about. Okay, Katniss says, "I don't like jewels, and I have more money than I need. What do you spend all yours on anyway, Finnick?" "Oh, I haven't dealt in anything as common as money for years." "Then how do they pay for the pleasure of your company?" "With secrets," he says softly. "What about you, Girl on Fire? Do you have any secrets worth my time?" "Nope, I'm an open book. Everybody seems to know my secrets before I know them myself. Unfortunately, I think that's true. Peeta is coming. Sorry you have to cancel your wedding. I know how devastating that must be for you." And how they skirted around the topic of Finnick's payment and the sensuality of everything. Ugh. I love him so much. And he is treated so horribly, awfully. Like, in yeah. Anyway, and then I think he has to know something about Peeta and Katniss, right? Because that was very like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I know how devastating canceling the wedding must be for you." I know it doesn't say he says it sarcastically, but in my brain, Finnick knows that Peeta and Katniss are bluffing. Anywho, yeah. So they're about to go into the opening ceremony, which means soon we'll be at the interview, which means soon we'll be at lovely, lovely fire flaming dress. So I'll probably update you then. See you when we get to, that fire dress. We made it to our fiery dress scene, and Katniss is talking about Cinna in the passage I'm about to read. "What has he done? Something terribly dangerous, an act of rebellion in itself, and he's done it for me. I remember his words. Don't worry, I always channel my emotions into my work. That way I don't hurt anyone but myself. And I'm afraid he has hurt himself beyond repair. The significance of my fiery transformation will not be lost on President Snow." And those of us who already know what happens in this book know very well that it's definitely not lost on President Snow because he, retaliates. R.I.P. Cinna. Alright, well, that's all I wanted to say to you. I don't know when I'll update you next. We'll figure it out together. I'll see you when I see you. I literally just updated you, but I forgot the scene was right after the flaming dress scene. I don't know how I could have forgotten that. Whatever. Get. Okay, here, we'll start here. "Oh, it's not an official marriage. We didn't go to the Justice Building or anything. But we have this marriage ritual in District 12. I don't know what it's like in the other districts, but there's this thing we do." "Were your families there?" "No, we didn't tell anyone, not even Haymitch, and Katniss's mother would have never approved, but you see, we knew if we were married in the Capitol, there would be a toasting,
and neither of us really wanted to wait any longer, so one day we just did it. And to us, we're more married than any piece of paper or a big party could make us. So this was before the quail. The quail? The quell. Of course it was before the quell. I'm sure we'd never have done it after we knew. But who could have seen it coming? No one. We went through the games, we were victors, everyone seemed so thrilled to see us. And then out of nowhere, I mean, how could we anticipate a thing like that? You couldn't, Peeta. As you say, no one could have. But I have to confess, I'm glad you two at least had a few months of happiness together. I'm not glad. I wish we had waited until the whole thing was done officially. Surely even a brief time is better than no time. Maybe I'd think that too, Caesar. If it weren't for the baby. I read that and I sat here cackling my butt off for like 30 seconds and my dogs were all like, what is happening? Why do you sound like that? It's just so silly. And to think that like we're just at the interviews, like we're not even in the games yet and there's only this much like left in the book. Yeah. So Peeta, what an interesting man. He definitely but what's that saying? Oh frick. What's that saying that's like Katniss played the game, Peeta played the Capitol, something like that. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna continue reading. I don't know when I'll see you, but like I said last time, I'll see you when I see you. Okay, we finally made it into the arena. Katniss notices the little force field thing. Peeta goes to hack away at some vines, and then, dun dun dun, his heart stops beating. And basically Finnick, so funny, he's resuscitating him, like doing mouth to mouth, right? Moose, get off the Christmas tree. Sorry, cat. Yeah. Okay. And she immediately, instead of like, oh yeah, he's trying to save him, she's like, they're kissing? Finnick's kissing Peeta? What? She realizes what then he's trying to do, but I just think that's so funny that her first inclination was to think that Finnick was kissing Peeta. She's such a silly girl. Yeah. All right, well, I'll see ya at some point. Okay, so I'm really close to being finished. Basically what I want to read to you is from the beach scene, you know, at night when they kiss. I used to actually have a picture of this scene from the movie up on my wall, which is weird because I think I mentioned this at some point, but I claimed to be Team Gale for the longest time because I wasn't a Peeta girly for whatever reason that was. I don't know, I can't even explain it, but then I realized I wasn't team anybody because I don't, you know, Katniss, I didn't ship her with anybody, so whatever. So as I mentioned earlier, rereading this series is kind of, I'm trying to care about her love life a little bit more, but this scene is really cute, and if I were invested, I would probably be kicking my feet and giggling right now, but I'm not. Okay, well, maybe that's a bit of exaggeration because I did pick up the camera to tell you about it, so let's just go ahead and read it. It's on this page. Okay. It's different for you. Oh wait, here, let's stop here. Why are you saying this now? Because I don't want you forgetting how different our circumstances are. If you die and I live, there's no life for me at all back in District 12. You're my whole life. I would never be happy again. It's different for you. I'm not saying it wouldn't be hard, but there are other people who'd make your life worth living. And then he shows her the little locket, and inside is Prim, her mom, and Gale. Your family needs you, Katniss. No one really needs me. And I do. I need you. And then the kiss that I had on my wall for the longest time. Huzzah. I will say, it is really cute. And like I said earlier when I was talking about the first book, I really do 100% believe this whole series that Peeta is madly in love with Katniss.
I think my issue comes from the lack of desire from Katniss to be with him. And even later it says, she says that she feels that the happy giddy feeling, you know, she feels love again, like in the cave when they kissed that one time, right? Okay. I just, yeah, I think if Katniss's heart was a little more in it, I might care a bit more. But that motivation is, as of this moment, right, not here. I know in Mockingjay it picks up because this is where she, like, figures out that she really does love Peeta, and being without him is really hard for her, and other Gale-related issues that just don't work out. I don't blame him for that, by the way. I will probably talk about it when we get there, but I do not blame him for the whole Prim dying thing. I don't think he could have known, and people who automatically discount him because of that one little tiny incident, I think you're wrong for that. Just so you know. I'm full of a lot of unpopular opinions about this series, obviously. But you know, that's what makes it interesting, right? Alright, well, I don't know if I'll see you before I finish this, but I might. Who knows when that will be. You'll know in a couple of seconds. Yeah, I'll see you, like, soon, I suppose, in your time. Alright, I finished Catching Fire. Yeah. So the part I specifically am going to talk about is when they're on the plane going away from the capital. Okay, and Katniss, like, they tell Katniss everything, they tell her the whole plan, the whole plot, whatever, and Finnick's basically saying, hey, like, I know we didn't get Peeta, but he'll be fine, they'll keep him alive if they think he can get to you, right? And yeah, she says this. Well, there's no good response to that. I can hardly dispute it since I was walking around with a syringe to kill Peeta when I found them. Do I really want him dead? What I want is to have him back, but I'll never get him back now. Even if the rebel forces could somehow overthrow the capital, you can be sure President Snow's last act would be to cut Peeta's throat. No, I will never get him back. So then dead is best. Yeah, this book is when she really starts caring for Peeta, but then we see the next book, the true effects that caring for Peeta too late has on her, you know? Well, the capital does all their whack stuff, and honestly, I think those are my least favorite movies because I just hate seeing Peeta, like, not being who he is, you know? Like, so out of character and controlled by the capital. I think, honestly, that's the most disturbing thing. Besides, another disturbing thing, one, I don't like needles. Like, I can see a needle, but watching needles go into people, I really dislike that. But, the Tracker Jackers, for some reason, they give me such, like, they give me the heebie-jeebies. So, if I start the movie now, if I start Catching Fire, it could be done around midnight, 1 o'clock, maybe. Which I'm contemplating because then tomorrow, which is the last day I have of Thanksgiving break before I have to get back to school, that means that tomorrow is the last day feasibly that I could read a book and watch a movie, but because Mockingjay movies, there's two. There's part 1 and there's part 2, so it's gonna take a long time just for me to watch those, and I don't have to, and I won't take you with me when watching the movies because, like, that's pointless. I haven't showed you me watching the movies, so it wouldn't make any sense. So technically, I guess I could watch and finish this video tomorrow and maybe start editing it, but I don't know that I want to do that. I think I want to edit it tomorrow, or not tomorrow. Tomorrow's what I'm talking, I mean, the Monday after school. I don't know. I'll figure it out soon, hopefully. I think I am kind of set on watching the movie tonight, because, like, why not? But I'm also, like, tired because the last few days I haven't gotten stellar sleep because I've been focusing on completing the Hunger Games. I don't know, I suppose I'll tell you tomorrow. Yeah, I'll tell you tomorrow what happened tonight, if I went to bed, if I watched the movie. Just rest assured you'll have this knowledge in literally the next clip. Like the next couple of seconds, you'll know. Okay. Alright, well, I'll see you in the morning then. Alright, so I started Mockingjay this morning because I watched Catching Fire last night and then went straight to sleep. Basically, I'm at the part where they're about to go to District 2, District 4, sorry. So the whole Catching Fire speech is about to take place, which I think at one point I had completely memorized. Yeah. I don't know if I have it completely memorized anymore. I could try to recite it, but that might... Anyway, that's a little weird. But one final last mention of Cinna. He really thought of everything when it came to Katniss's whole getup that she has going on, like even the little place to put the pill. I do miss him. He was a great character, a comforting character to Katniss. I think Cinna, along with Haymitch, they almost represented more nurturing father-esque figures for her. So, you know, I miss them. Also, while picking up books for my next video, I found a bookmark. Look at that. Like an actual bookmark, so I don't have to use this pen that's been like out of ink for months. So, but I think I'm going to go to maybe a cafe or something, or maybe just go out to a park and finish Mockingjay, and I'll update you after that. And then we'll be done. I know, it's crazy. And then I have to edit this video. Wild. Alright, well, I'll see you in a little bit. I finished Mockingjay. So, basically what I'm gonna do is hop right out, edit this video while watching the movies. Yeah. This is such a sad book. To be fair, it's an ending. Endings are never happy. Well, the ones that are still come with baggage, but yeah. It is such a good series. Like, I can't even, like, rating these books feels wrong because of the impact that they have in, like, you know, the book space. But I really, really hope you enjoyed me rereading these books. Yeah, but that's all I have for you today. Obviously, there will be a video up tomorrow for the remainder of this book journey that we're going on. So, alright. I will see you tomorrow.